Hey guys, I'm back. I want to talk to you about how to get insurance for a manufactured home. I'm Sharon Justice Black, 1949 752. I'm a Texas public insurance adjuster. Welcome to You're Entitled to My Opinion. I like to give information to policyholders about insurance. If you're either purchasing new insurance or you just have questions about it, I'm here. My website is www.ljcg-tx.com. That's Lady Justice Consulting Group, ljcg-tx.com. How to get insurance for a manufactured home. First, you need to ask questions. That's really important because you need to know what kind of coverage you need. Your coverage is going to be on your manufactured home, but even if you had a regular home, you're going to be asking questions to your agent because you need to know, they'll need to know the purpose of the home. That applies to a manufactured home. Maybe you purchased one and you're going to rent it to someone you're not living in it, you don't have a family member living in it, but you're actually renting it. That's probably different coverage as it is on residential houses. You want to know how much coverage do you need for that house and personal property. You're going to need to know if you should do replacement or actual cash value. I've spoken about replacement cost value before. We call it RCV. Versus actual cash value, we call that ACV. One is you get the recoverable depreciation, one you do not. What that means is, say my roof is 10 years old and it's a 20-year roof. Say it's a 3-tab and it's a 20-year roof. Insurance can depreciate it by half, take out your deductible, and then just give you half of the money. Let's just say that's a $10,000 roof. They say they're going to give me $5,000, my deductible's $1,000, they give me $4,000, they've paid for my roof. That's on an actual cash value. On a replacement, they would take the 10, they would depreciate it by half, they would give you a $4,000 check, but once you prove to them that you replaced it for at least $10,000, you can upgrade it, they're just not going to pay for it, they will release that other $5,000. So think of it as 3 bags of money. The actual cash value, the money up front. Second bag, your deductible. Third bag is the recoverable withheld depreciation, which is not due to you if you have an actual cash value policy. So you can see where you pay a little bit more for replacement, but in the long run, it's to your benefit. What discounts do you need to lower your premium? And maybe you have a new roof and you get a new roof discount, or there might be something else that you get. You also need to know other coverages. Do I need flood? Do I need windstorm? If that manufactured home is within 15 miles of the coast, you probably need windstorm because insurance may only sell you everything but hail and wind, and that's where TWIA, Texas Windstorm, comes in. They will pay for that. Now, if you have a mortgage company and you're in a floodplain, mortgage company is going to require you to get flood insurance. People can elect to get it if they're not in the floodplain, but if you're required, you're required. Also, use an independent agent. And what I mean by that is if you go to Farmers, Farmers can only sell you a Farmers policy. If you go to Allstate, Allstate can only sell you an Allstate policy. If you go to State Farm, that agent can only sell you State Farm policies, whatever they have. And maybe all of them, none of them, I don't know, a few of them, one of them may not even cover manufactured homes. So go to an independent agent. We also call them brokers, and just let them shop around. They can shop around Wellington or, some other insurance company that provides for manufactured homes. Also, an option if you can't find coverage is insurance of last resort, just like it is for Texas Windstorm, TWIA, Texas Fair Plan. And that is, again, a quasi-government agency, and it's put in place so if nobody else insures you. That can be because you have bad credit. It could be because your house just insurance is saying, no, you got to replace the roof, we're not going to insure it. Texas Fair Plan is the insurance of last resort, so your independent agent could find that for you. And how you get it is you are usually told by 2 or 3 insurance companies that they're not going to insure you, and then you automatically get Texas Fair Plan. Other policies that you might need would be, depending on where you live, and like I said, flood or windstorm. If you're in a floodplain and you have a mortgage, they're going to require you to have flood insurance. Flood insurance is separate than a home policy. You have to buy it through somebody who, we call them write your own. That is, maybe you bought through Wellington and they offer a flood policy. I don't even know if they do, but let's just say they do. You can continue to buy it through Wellington. If they say, no, sorry, wherever you're buying your manufactured home, everything but the flood, because they don't offer it, then you would go to FEMA or NFIP, National Flood Insurance Plan. You would go to one of them and you would be able to buy your coverage. So if you live next to the Gulf Coast, clearly you're going to want to have Texas windstorm insurance, and it would be required on a mortgage. I just wanted to put that out there for people. People have lots of questions, and you think, a manufactured home is a home. So it's just like a residential home, just slightly different. And, if you live in a condominium, again, you have insurance, but you have condominium insurance, which is sheetrock in, studs in. Or, if you're going to rent your home and not live in it, that's landlord tenant. I mean, there's some other types of policies that are like this that are very specific to what that insured property is going to be. So stay safe and be prepared.